Shit. What the f***? Shh.
What you're looking at is actually a former military fort dating back to the mid-1800s. Built originally as a garrison, it could house up to 128 men, which shows just how large this facility really is beneath the forest canopy that now looms over it. The fort was last used during World War II, where it served as a munitions store in preparation for the D-Day landings.
Since then, the fort has had no purpose, allowing nature to reclaim the land which it's built upon. During this time of abandonment, it has been reported that a serial killer used the fort as a hideout, and likely even held some of his victims captive within the dark tunnels.
For me, this location is one truly terrifying place. I'm reluctant to come here tonight. The last time I was here was last year, and the activity we got was absolutely insane. What I believe was maybe taking over in some way. Yeah, just something happens in this place that I just cannot explain. But it's not happened to me only, it's happened to multiple other people who've actually been here. I believe it is of a darker energy, some darker nature. Kind of ties in with the history of this place. I mean, it's Napoleonic, it was used in World War I and II, but you know, that's not the dark side of things. The dark side of this location was a killer going around murdering people locally. And apparently, according to locals, they used to bring the body parts here as well as the murder weapons. There's been suicides here. But the one that really stands out the most is when I did an investigation here was we caught two names going through EVP. And when I did a little bit of research about the killer and the location and the murders around this area, the names that we caught on the EVP was the two missing people to this day, and they've not been found. This place is absolutely massive. It's overgrown. There's so many outbuildings, underground tunnels, secret little passageways. Is this a potential spot for, you know, people to be hidden away after they've been murdered? So if this is generally the spot where the victims were either murdered or hidden in the grounds, then potentially this could be what is causing, you know, the negative energy, the dark, demonic vibe this place has. Before we just started this introduction, we just heard like a massive metallic sound bang of some sort down there, so I think we should definitely go check that out like right now.
Yeah, let's go.
Thing is though, man, like, there's no door to these tunnels. I didn't see any doors in here at all. That's what it was like. It was like a big metal door, wasn't it?
It was a big boom.
I mean, you said something rolling. Yeah, maybe, if it was like wooden floorboards, but isn't where we've just been the only place where there's wooden floorboards?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I think it's literally the only spot.
To me, it sounded like it came from outside, so more up towards.
It was definitely down the end of the tunnel somewhere. But
I mean, we are pretty deep underground if you think about it. And it literally sounded like round about here. If if it was something to be rolling, it would be like right here.
yeah, but I don't think you'd have heard it on stone though. It sounded like it was on wood, which there isn't.
Not
Then.
really. There's nothing. There's bits of metal here, but that is literally it. It doesn't really make sense.
Let's just go outside and just make sure nobody has turned up.
Yeah.
Turned up.
Yeah.
Has turned up.
Yeah.
Let's go slow. It's dark. There's nobody here.
Still looking for the source of the sound we heard earlier that seemed to rumble through the tunnels, we headed back to the entrance to see if the main door could have been the cause of the sound, and if so, who or what could have caused it to slam.
No. No way.
Not as loud, is it?
No, it was just like a short sound when it wasn't even that loud neither. I mean, what we was hearing was going on for at least like a second.
But it was closer, wasn't it?
Yeah. Big, massive rolling sound.
Unable to find the cause for the loud sound that we heard, we headed back to the tunnels to carry on with the investigation.
Right, so what made that noise? It weren't that front door.
I really don't know.
It had to have been somewhere around here. It was definitely down the end of this corridor. For it to be as loud as we heard it.
There's no way, is there?
No, like you say, it was metallic, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a deep rumble.
And there's no way anything could be on the roof here. Because it's just like above. It's just overgrown, isn't it? It's just it's a hillside now.
That is literally it.
Strange that. So, did somebody just make a loud bang up here? Were you trying to let us know that you're still here?
If he was murdered here, can you try and bang on something?
All of a sudden got like a really tight feeling in my throat. Like, weird. It feels like something's wrapped inside my neck. Like, I want to say like a cord. Is that my mind just thinking, because, you know, people would have been held here, but I literally just felt like something was strangling inside my neck, not like round the hand, on the outside.
Yeah, but could that be like some, I don't know, maybe he used something to strangulate his victims.
Went through into the neck.
Apparently that's what it was, you know, a lot of stuff that was found here was literally implements such as that. It wasn't just guns, it was literally, you know, things like that. So we're not starting to feel like,
Yeah, deep. Just. Should we go a bit further down?
I think we should head down now.
Was it down here where you were held? Or even killed? If so, we want to try and help you. If you're stuck here, if you're unrested, I'm so sorry for what's happened to you. But you don't want to be stuck here.
Come on, we want to try and find you.
You're not feeling it? Oh man.
Feel that heavy.
I don't think I've ever felt a location so heavy. It's just like, I just feel just weighted down.
Not as much as you seem to be feeling it, no. I was like that on our last investigation, but...
This is it. Every time I come here, this is exactly how I
So we're in tunnels, so you can automatically feel claustrophobic. I don't suffer from that, but I don't know, it's not just that, there's just like I feel genuinely something not nice here. And I don't know what that is. I'm not saying it's on the demonic side, but there is just something horrid here.
You don't think like that murderers, if it was quite a long time ago, perhaps he's passed away and come back to where he did his deeds?
don't know, that's what they're saying. This is another paranormal theory, isn't it? Obviously when people pass over, they go to certain places, like revisiting in the previous life kind of thing. Is this how he made you feel? The way me and Owen are feeling right now, is this the way...
Oh, what was that? Did you hear that?
Banging.
Banging.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, it's more like a, yeah, like...
Behind you, innit?
The way me and Owen are feeling right now, is this the way...
Oh, what was that?
The way me and Owen are feeling right now, is this the way...
Oh, what was that? Do you know, there's that thing as well. You've also got to be afraid of the living.
Yeah, that's exactly that.
See what I mean?
That's what potentially has caused all this.
Yeah.
Do you know what, I've never managed to get around this whole entire site because it's so overgrown, but, you know, there is multiple tunnels like this, and anyone could be just here, living in here, you know, hiding away. I mean, that's what bothers me as well.
Yeah.
But I always get the vibe as if, you know, I'm going to get jumped at any moment here. But not just like, obviously, you know, I'm not really worried about people actually being here as such. It's just some of a darker nature that I just don't know. It's just feel it's like someone's going to just get you. I just don't understand it.
Well, it doesn't seem to be responding now.
Yeah. I think out of all the locations I've been to, this one tops it.
Really?
Fear.
Oh dear. You're not going to like what I've got in store for you then, bro?
What do you mean?
Well, you know how you always say that you're the bravest out of us? Which I agree, I'd say you are.
I'm more sceptical.
Yeah, which kind of makes you the bravest.
Right.
Well, because obviously potentially these victims were held captive here, the fear that they would have had before potentially dying here, that could be what we're feeling. So, I think we need to try and recreate that.
What do you have in mind?
Well, what about, being there's a banister here, let's get you handcuffed to this banister.
Oh, come on.
Put a balaclava over your head.
You've got handcuffs.
Yeah. Yep. I want you to try and relive what they were thinking.
Tell me anything about this.
if we get you handcuffed like this, balaclava over your head,
being dead serious?
like they would have been, and let's run the spirit box. So you can't see, you can't move, you can just listen to what the spirit box says. That will give you fear, which may...
I'm already full of fear.
I know, well, that'll only heighten it. It may trigger all this
Are
activity.
you guys staying here?
Well, we don't want to be too close because you'll
Where do you go?
feel comfortable. I think if we just go to the end of the tunnel, just outside the
just go
tunnel,
outside.
there's only one way in, right? We've checked that, there's only one way in, so you're safe from the living, at least.
Oh, at least. I don't know, man. Why didn't you do it? Why is it...
Because he's the bravest, isn't he? He always says
He
that.
is. Yeah. I just love it how, like, you know, you didn't even tell him the plans we had.
He'd say no.
Yeah. Well, we're here now, man, you know.
Come on, we need the activity, it's what we're here for, and this might just help kick it off.
Did you know about this, Carl?
Yep.
Thanks, mate. Seriously.
Come on, we're just going to be at the end of the tunnel. Let's just see if anything comes through the spirit box. Give it 5 minutes.
Of all the places, man, this is the one I hate the most, and you tie me up with handcuffs and a balaclava.
Yeah. Come on, be fun, man. Come on.
I don't know.
From my special set at home as well.
I really have the handcuffs. Are they... wait, hang on. So, you literally have
Yeah.
a key and everything?
Yeah, man. So, you know, I don't want you to be able to move, so you have got genuine fear. So let's get both hands attached to this.
You're not just going to leave me, are you?
No, we'll stay at the end of the tunnel. Swear now.
Big promise.
Come on, 5 minutes. Let's just see if that just spurs it off. You'll be like a big EM pump. Okay, you ready, man? I seriously respect to you. It's what the viewers want to see.
Yeah, let's just get this over with.
Alright, good luck, bro. Good luck. Still a bit bad, bro.
God, I mustn't lose this key. It's a tiny little key.
Oh, man.
But no, I think, you know, he's already feeling fear anyway.
Well, that's
Just
it.
doing that is going to be fear to the extreme, and that could be enough to kickstart that.
Just a prime target now.
Yeah. It's just removing another sense. You know,
Yeah, well,
you
that's
can't
it,
see, you now can't hear if anything comes because of the spirit box, and you can't move.
Yeah, you literally can't get off if you wanted to. Man, I'd say rather him than me.
So, you see me in this ridiculous state. I just heard a bang. I just heard a bang from my left side. This is terrifying. All I'm hearing is this spirit box. I can't see anything.
Yeah, I think we'll just chill here, just make sure nobody does go in. For his actual safety.
Yeah.
With already having doubts about this place, the last thing I wanted to do was be tied up blindfolded and not being able to sense or hear what's going on with my surroundings.
There's banging coming from my left side. Guys, already, honestly, there's banging going on from the left side. I don't like this. This is not funny.
Are you okay?
Okay, come on, let's do this. Cold chill, cold draft, literally in my hands. I could just about hear you. There's like a massive cold breeze coming up from these stairs now.
Okay, well, if you can't hack it, man, we're not far.
There's that bang again. It's getting louder. I want this to stop. Guys, this banging's getting louder. There's a breeze coming up the stairs. Honestly, I'm not it's really, really serious. There's a... Literally, I can feel this... I can't even hear what you're saying. It's just noise.
Yeah. Have we gone too far? I do feel a bit tight now.
It's a bit tight, isn't it?
What is that bang? Okay, so I'm literally hearing bangs from the left. I've got a draft coming up the stairs. I can't hear saying on this radio, and
Did you hear that?
God!
What? Shit, oh shit.
With hearing these bangs and having no idea what could be causing them, followed by a big boom which shook the floor, I wanted out. Luckily for me, the handcuffs, even though they were metal, weren't real, and I managed to break free.
We're coming, man. We're coming.
I've not got a torch. Where's the torch? Dude, I've not got a torch right now.
Oh, Jesus.
You alright?
Bro, what's up?
Oh no. No. There's something just... No. Something just come at me. There's a big bang.
Yeah, that's what I just said to you. I said, what was that bang?
Yeah,
and then the walkie-talkie started going nuts.
It's not come at you, man.
I heard lots of bangs, but they were very quiet. And then, all of a sudden, there was this huge... Mate, I don't know. I felt like something was coming at me, but it was just like a bang, bang, bang.
See, that's what I heard, the rumble, and then because I said to you, I said,
Yeah,
what's that bang? And then the walkie-talkie started going nuts, and it was obviously you screaming. Bro, what the...
Where were the bangs? Down there?
Well, down there.
Like,
Okay.
downstairs, or?
No, it sounded like it hit a wooden floor, which I'm assuming is this one here. But dude...
Would you say it was like running on the floor? You know, like someone like running along the floor going...
We'll have to listen back on the camera.
We searched the whole area where Owen at the time heard these bangs. Could something have been precariously positioned and fallen over? We couldn't find anything that would make such a sound.
Shit.
Jesus.
So it worked then, right? The experiment worked. You felt something. That's it. Your fear. Dark stuff needs to feed on fear. That's what they say. That's why I wanted to do that experiment.
Can you get this off my wrist, man?
Are your wrists alright? How the hell have you snapped them?
I just don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm freaking out a little bit now. I just feel so like on edge. I feel watched. Like as if something bad's about to happen.
Yeah.
So you're not feeling anything, Sean?
It does feel heavy, this place. Like you say, it's got a bad vibe, but
Yeah.
I don't feel as freaked out as you. But obviously, you've just experienced it. Man, just bring the light. Yeah, come on.
Yo, what the f***?
Sash! That was no animal.
That was like, no, that was someone going like, "Oh." Yo, what the f***?
Sash!
Yo, what the f***?
Sash!
Did you hear that?
That was in the tunnel, that was.
Torch. Hello?
Dude, that was in that tunnel.
Got my handcuffs on. I mean,
I don't know about
that's
you.
got to be someone.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting out of tunnel black right now.
What had we all just heard? As you can clearly see by our reactions, we were each in complete shock at what we'd just witnessed, coming from the other end of the tunnel. We didn't know what to think. Was it an animal? Was it someone playing tricks on us? Or was it something else? Something paranormal?
Oh, be careful, man.
You guys staying there? Hello? Whoever's there, you best not f***ing about.
Dude, be careful.
Dude, you guys staying there?
Is there nothing there?
Bro, I can't see anything. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's no one here, bro. Can we just get out for a little bit?
Right, let's just get our shit together and go.
There's nothing there,
No,
Carl.
bro, no, there's no one here, man. I'm freaking out so bad.
Let's just pack our bags.
What the hell was that?
Because I got a feeling that was someone.
To this point, the fort was certainly giving us what we came here for. The place has attitude, and you can certainly feel it as you enter through its doors. We were certainly concerned for our safety by this point, as we weren't sure what the hell just happened. If there was someone else there, then what sort of a person would wander around in the dark in such a place to try and play tricks on three guys? And if it were an animal, then what type of animal would make such a sound? And why hadn't we seen it wandering about outside the tunnels? We carried on to try and find what it was that made that dreadful noise.
Are you guys leaving the camera there?
Yeah. I think
Right, cool.
We've always just heard it down here, man.
Yeah, definitely need to. Goddamn spiders, at least my worries right now. Hello?
Oh, jeez.
There's no way there could be an animal that size that would make that noise in this forest.
There's no way.
Don't forget, this is a walled fortress.
Yeah,
The way in is that door we just came in.
well, that's it. Nothing's coming through that door, do you know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense.
That's the only way in, isn't it?
Literally the only way into this place. I think we should just like,
I think we just get away from here.
just get away from this point.
We've got a camera in there if anything else happens.
Yeah,
Hope it gets it. Let's just
yeah.
let's take cover in that
Let's just
building.
go somewhere.
We decided to head back to the building near the main entrance to gather our thoughts and to detach ourselves from whatever it was that was down there.
Man,
I think you've triggered all this in doing that because you were genuinely terrified. You were just fueling that atmosphere. You've drawn in that dark energy.
Well, that's the theory, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're scared of it, then it feeds off it.
Yeah, that's it. You've just been a beacon down there.
You have to go back in there.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want to be going home tonight and something bad happening. Do you know what I mean? Or like being cursed for the rest of my life or some shit.
Yeah, you just
You just don't know, do you? Because, you know, people believe this stuff. Hearing them sounds was, right, we're going to die moment now. That's always running from my head. It's like, right, this is it. Oh, the f***? Jesus Christ, bro, what the f***?
Man, I thought there was something stood in that window. That one right there, the left one. I saw something just move behind the bushes.
Jesus.
Didn't hear anything. I'm sure I just saw like a silhouette just shift behind them leaves.
Oh, man.
I'll just peek out. That's no one there, man.
Why do I do this?
You see, well, just like just a black outline just moved.
Nothing.
Could have been my eyes playing tricks. I'm freaking out anyway. Can't see anything. Hello?
With the noise we heard earlier, we were all anxious to come back down to that very spot. What had caused it? If it was someone down here playing tricks on us, or it was down to something paranormal, then what the hell were we walking back into?
Tell you what, you've totally forgot about the spiders now, haven't you, man?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not joking.
There's top spiders. Hello?
You're right, man.
Yeah.
I feel heavy, innit?
Heavy? Jeez. That sound's gonna haunt me. Let's just get this over with. We've got that.
I thought we were facing it. Come on, Carl, you said you're going to face it.
Yeah, alright, I'll go first.
Yeah, you said it. Your call. I heard a scream.
Did you not hear that scream?
No. Your call. Your call. You hear the scream?
From behind.
Sweet.
From behind. Is it from
It
behind?
sounded like down that corridor.
Really?
I'm sick of this place.
Oh, the camera will record it if it does.
That said, it could have been a fox. You know those horrible noises
yeah.
fox make? It could have been that, so I'm going to go with that.
Hang on a minute. Don't badgers make like really? I said this at Can't Chase. They make a funny like
Nah, bro.
pitchy noise.
Oh, yeah, there's
And you could have badgers in that forest.
It'd be hard for them to get in, man. It's a bricked up built like location. It's completely in it. Tall walls. You know, it was meant to stop people from getting in.
I know, but because nature's overgrown it so much, could it have banked up so much that they can kind of walk up and
I
over?
don't know, because it's banked on the inside, but on the outside it's still flat wall. It's like a 20-foot wall.
I'm losing battery, guys.
Let's just do this. Come on.
Let's go.
I feel like I'm going to pass out in here. Is anyone else feeling this?
It
very thick.
I just want to lie down.
I'm just going to change the battery.
What the f was that?
That was like very first heard the Big Bang.
I'm just going to change the battery.
What the f was that?
I'm just going to change the battery.
What the f was that? What the f? It sounds like footsteps, like
Deep, heavy, really heavy. How will it shake the whole place?
I don't know, man.
Again, it sounds like the entrance, doesn't it?
My battery's just about to die.
Right, let's do a quick battery change and let's just do this. Just watch that cat, man, don't fall down there.
Whatever you are, you've made yourself known. But what are you? Who are you? Can you tell us who you are? And we heard you moan out.
Right, okay, I just thought of something.
Yeah.
What if, it's not what's taking place in this building or this location? What if it's something of a darker nature drawing people in, such as, the murderer, the people who have committed suicide and things like that? I wonder if it's like something to do with the surrounding area. It's drawing people in.
Maybe.
Because have you noticed, the interactions that we got tonight is nothing like, it's not human or a natural haunting, is it?
Yeah.
It's on a different level, this. Whoa, that's really weird. Do you want to see that on the REM pod then?
No.
It looked like the blue light flickered out. What the?
What was that?
It looked like the blue light flickered out. What the?
What was that?
It looked like the blue light flickered out. What the?
Was that?
Did we just hear a small part of what we heard earlier? We all started to feel it was time to leave. In situations like this, your mind plays havoc with your thought process, and it doesn't take much to think you're going to be attacked by either someone or something.
Do you think we should leave and see what we've actually captured? Like, review the footage to be continued. We could always come back.
Yeah. To be honest with
Tell
you,
you what I am going to do though, just for the noise we heard, I am going to research badger noises,
Yeah.
just to see if,
Are we overreacting? because
are we
of that?
overreacting? Was it a badger? But I'm going to go with,
did anyone else hear that shit?
what? There.
Bro, get to the left side, don't f***ing leave me!
Someone just flew
What the f***, bro?
As this reaction shows to what we can now clearly see was a bat, our level of fear by this point had become uncontrollable, so our ability to investigate the paranormal rationally had become somewhat limited. With this in mind, ending the investigation here to review our findings was the right decision. And we're f***ing glad that we did. The static camera that we left in the tunnel after hearing that beast-like noise captured more than what we've already showed you. Just moments after its tripod wobbled from what can only be movement on the floor next to it, it captures this.
So what is this noise? The only sensible rational explanation that we could come up with is that it was a badger. Badgers normally make high-pitched chirping noises. However, when angry, they do make a similar sound. Here are two sounds for comparison. Similar in sound maybe, but the sound we captured, the tone was a lot deeper, which would suggest it came from something a lot larger, such as a cow or a bull. However, we can categorically say that there were no such animals in the fort or even outside the location for that matter.
If this noise wasn't from an animal or someone playing pranks on us, then we dread to think what that could have been. Is there a dark energy down there? Was there something there that didn't like us being around?
Of course, this horrific vocal sound wasn't the only thing that we documented during this investigation. There were multiple unexplained bangs, of which we were unable to find a source for, at one stage very close to Owen during his restrained lone vigil. There was also quieter vocal sounds heard, which again you could possibly put down to distant animals, but the spirit box responses we caught towards the end are far more difficult to dismiss, as they seem to tie in directly to the serial killer that was hiding here. Could this really have been the spirits of the missing victims, who were possibly murdered in these tunnels, and maybe even buried within these overgrown grounds? One thing's for sure, this location was as dark and sinister as they come, and we personally believe that what we encountered was a manifestation of that negativity. As intrigued as we are to go back, we're currently unsure as to whether we should. Who knows what could happen confronting an entity like this any further, if of course that is the case, and this can't all be explained rationally.